Hey guys, and welcome back to another news video for Battlefield 2042. Today we talk about a leak that was made for the upcoming Season 7 and about some more official info that dropped during the night. So let's get right in. But of course I'm gonna start it off with the leak because I think that's the most interesting part. On the Chinese video website Bilibili, a short clip has appeared that allegedly shows the weapons that we might see in Season 7 alongside a possible upcoming gadget and a new vehicle. The weapons shown in the video have all been part of older Battlefield titles, most of them appeared in Battlefield 4. According to the leak, we will see the return of the AK-5C as assault rifle, the CZ-3A1 as a new carbine, and a so-called SCZ-3 as a new SMG. And while the first two are indeed weapons that were present in Battlefield 4, the last one doesn't appear anywhere so far. But I have a theory for this, cause I think that the CZ-3A1 and the SCZ-3 are basically the same weapon. The CZ in Battlefield 4 is an SMG, or a PDW, how the weapon category is called, and not a carbine, while the new SCZ will also be an SMG. So I think that the SCZ-3 is very likely the in-game name for the CZ-3A1 in 2042. Basically like the GEW-46 is the G36. And I think this makes sense since not only the weapon categories, but also the names are very similar. So the leak actually only gives us two weapons, an assault rifle and an SMG. As for the AR, I also think this is not the name it will have in 2042, but instead the weapon we might get is inspired by the AK-5C of Battlefield 4 and comes with a different name in 2042. In addition, the leak claims that we will see another rocket launcher in Season 7, and this might be inspired by the FGM-172 SRAW from Battlefield 4. The SRAW is a TOW launcher similar to the ones you can equip as vehicle upgrades in 2042, only that this one would be accessible for infantry, most likely limited to the engineer class like all other rocket launchers. But similar to the weapons that were leaked, the SRAW will surely be added under a different name if the leak is even true. Besides the weapons and the new launcher, there was also a new plane shown in the video called XFAT-4. And this could probably be the only new gear we really see under the leaked name. The XFAT is allegedly a fixed-wing aircraft that seems to be inspired by the Sukhoi S-70, a Russian combat drone reminiscent of the infamous B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. And this is very likely to be the drone that Temporal had found in the game files about 2 years ago and it hasn't made it to the game yet. If it will come to Battlefield 2042 in the exact same way remains to be seen. However, take all of this with a pinch of salt as usual, since everyone can make up leaks from old weapons that players might want to see return and then post them online. We can only be sure what the lineup for the new season will be once the official details have been released, which hopefully happens within the next days. Moving on to the next topic, we also got 2 new teasers on the official Battlefield social channels that are similar to the one we already got 2 weeks ago. On both of them there's again a map of South America shown, and alongside this someone is talking about political and military changes in the region. The first teaser was released yesterday evening and talks about military dictatorships in South America, Asia and the Middle East that have united behind the so-called Thousand Petals Coalition, or short TPC, causing a major shift in global power, outnumbering the US and ending its dominance in the world.
And the growth of the independent no-path movement. The United States now finds itself outnumbered on the global stage. The consequences of this remain to be seen.
The TPC is very likely one of the new factions within the lore of Season 7 and is probably the predecessor of the PAC, the Pan-Asian Coalition, that was part of Battlefield 2142. This theory gets underlined by the logo of the new coalition that gets shown for a short moment in the teaser and is very similar to the logo of the PAC. Probably just an earlier version of it representing the change within the coalition throughout the years. In the post that comes alongside of the teaser, there's also the question raised what brought us to this tipping point, and Comet over on Discord, who is also the one behind the Exodus archives, has speculated that tipping point might be the name of the new season. And I gotta be honest, it also sticked out for me for some reason, especially since in Season 6 they teased the name of the season through an in-game description and during the Easter egg hunt as well. So it might be hidden in plain sight again, but like I said, that's pure speculation at this point. Still, huge shout out to the whole Exodus Archives community for all the work they do around the lore of 2042, trying to bring some light to this and making it a little more easier to digest. However, a few hours after the first teaser, we got a second one, which was in the middle of the night for me, and this one has Oz speaking, the leader of the No Pad movement. He describes that the formation of the TPC is the result of depriving some nations from what others freely possess, and urges the TPC to cease their invasion and consider unity, as this is the only chance for the world and its people to survive.
That said, I urge the TPC to cease their invasion and initiate a full withdrawal. Only through unity is the world any hope of survival.
In addition to the obvious, there are also some more logos we can briefly spot in the teaser, and the first one is the winged skull again that we've already seen on the map screenshot we got a few weeks ago, and I'm still thinking that this will be the logo of the new season, because it has also been spotted on a few merchandise items the developers had shared. It might also appear as the logo of one of the season's factions, similar to the Dark Market or Boreas. What's interesting though is that the skull has the TPC logo on it as well, so it might be connected to the TPC, or it simply is the TPC logo in its entirety. Towards the end of the trailer we can then see a snake and on top of it the outline of the USA. So maybe some kind of counter-alliance or faction from the US side to fight for their dominance and try to push back the TPC. And one more thing I recognized in addition to this is that the color palette has changed for the second teaser from blue to red, probably to indicate that these are two opposing factions. But you might notice that this is getting more and more speculative, so we may be better off waiting for more teasers to drop. However, what I'm still missing is a teaser for the second map that was mentioned in the short Christmas clip we got late last year. So far, all the info we got revolves around the map in San Pedro de Atacama in Chile and the political developments happening in this area. But we've also seen that a second map might be located somewhere in the Middle East, only that we haven't heard anything about this yet. What I can imagine though is that the season will launch with one of the maps, and then at some point during the season we will receive the other one. So they have a bit more of a constant flow of content instead of dropping everything right away. But that's just a guess here.
With Season 7 we wanted to make the visual experience of firing a weapon more satisfying by adding more variety in our recoil animations. Firing different weapons will feel more unique and powerful. For example, you'll notice the difference between a sharp and rapid assault rifle or a punchy and heavy-hitting LMG. We're really excited to get these changes into your hands, and we're looking forward to your feedback. Season 7 is going to be great. See you out there.
Anyways, that was it for today. It seems like we're indeed getting closer to the reveal of Season 7 with the teasers and the lore details dropping more frequently. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like or a comment below and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Until then, thanks for watching and thanks to my members for the additional support. I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome.